Have you ever wondered what hidden secrets the rainbow carries beyond its breathtaking beauty after rainfall? Iris, the revered rainbow goddess trusted deeply by all Olympian immortals, is in truth a lonely wanderer traveling endlessly between realms. She soars freely among the floating clouds, yet also dares to descend alone into the gloomiest depths of the underworld, tasked with fetching the sacred oath water that binds the judgment of all gods. Tonight let us follow the light sweep of her delicate wings and sink into the profound stillness that bridges the heavens, the mortal world, and the dark abyss. Within this unrushed tale that lingers softly in your mind, you will discover the most restrained, tender warmth hidden behind the radiant glow of the rainbow. Mortals only catch a fleeting glimpse of her dazzling radiance streaking across the sky, unaware of the heart-stirring perils she endures along the shadowed rivers of the underworld. Iris serves as the divine messenger and the only sacred bridge connecting the immortal gods to humankind. She gathers the soft whispers, prayers, and heartfelt murmurs of mortal beings, weaving them into a seven-hued path of light that leads upward toward the heavenly realm. Follow the low, soothing rhythm of gentle narration. Let go of all tension and weariness completely this night and witness how the rainbow goddess glides effortlessly between light and shadow. Let Iris' ethereal lightness lift the heavy burdens of your daily life and guide you smoothly into the deepest, most undisturbed slumber. The rainbow marks every footprint she leaves behind, while quiet loneliness remains her constant companion. Iris runs without pause across the three realms of heaven, earth, and the underworld, faithfully delivering the unalterable decrees of divine will. Her life is a solemn hymn to spiritual connection and gentle guardianship. Even amid the darkest shadowed abyss, she retains her brilliant radiance unchanged. Tonight, accompanied by the soft, warm glow of the flickering hearth fire, we wander into the vivid, mysterious life story of this graceful rainbow goddess, sheltered beneath the gentle spread of Iris' wings. All inner restlessness, anxiety, and unease will melt away into the soft, tender arc of a quiet post-rain rainbow. When raindrops brush against the last fading glow of the evening sun, a graceful seven-hued arc often stretches across the distant horizon, spanning heaven and earth. Mortals pause to admire its stunning splendor, yet few understand that this luminous curve is nothing less than the trail left behind by a goddess in mid-flight. She is Iris, the trusted messenger of the Olympian gods, an eternal soul wandering tirelessly between radiant light and shadowed darkness. Tonight, accompanied by the softly flickering glow of the hearth, we follow this tranquil, unhurried story and step fully into the untold life and divine essence of Iris. Her existence is woven with beautiful paradox. She embodies the most dazzling, brilliant light in all creation, yet lingers for long stretches within the desolate, silent abyss of the underworld. Clad in wings of shimmering golden radiance, she never pauses to seek glory for herself, instead cradling the humble, earnest prayers of mortal humanity carefully in her hands and carrying them upward to the cloud-topped divine peaks. She is the most trusted voice and messenger of the immortals, and the only soul bold enough to venture alone to the banks of the river Styx in the stillness of midnight to gather the sacred oath-filled waters. This is far more than a simple tale of flight and freedom. It is a profound parable of loneliness, sacred duty, and the quiet bond that unites all living things across every realm. At grand feasts and banquets held upon Mount Olympus, Iris always stands as the quietest yet busiest presence among the assembled gods. She does not crave the display of brute strength like Ares, the war god, nor lose herself in the swirling tides of emotion like Aphrodite, the goddess of love. As the immortal personification of the rainbow, Iris' sacred duty is to perceive, capture, and carry forth divine messages. She must glide across layered clouds in an instant, descending the sacred will of the heavens down to the noisy, bustling world of mortal men. When humans toil patiently in the farmlands or cry out in desperate prayer amid plague, disaster, and sorrow, Iris emerges softly within the mist lingering after rainfall. She is never merely a passive messenger relaying empty words. She perceives the heartfelt emotion, warmth, sorrow, and hope hidden within every mortal plea, weaving those sincere feelings into the glowing bridge of the rainbow. Every time a rainbow blooms across the sky, it marks another moment when Iris crosses the vast, endless divide separating gods and mortal kind. This constant, endless wandering between realms sharpens her perception and spiritual sensitivity, yet also sets her apart, making her a quiet outsider amid the petty conflicts and alliances of the divine court. She witnesses endless waves of mortal greed, despair, hope, rebirth, and quiet renewal. To her, the rainbow is never a mere decorative adornment of the sky. It is a fragile, magnificent spiritual connection that she must guard and sustain for all eternity. Yet Iris' truest, greatest trials lie not in soaring high among the clouds, but deep within the hidden, cracked depths of the earth. Whenever bitter disputes break out among the immortals, or any god dares to break their solemn sacred oath, Zeus, the supreme ruler of all heaven, sends Iris forth to fulfill a duty every other deity fears and avoids, journeying deep into the underworld to collect the holy oath water from the river Styx. The underworld is a desolate realm stripped of all color and echo. Permeated by the cold chilling breath of oblivion, decay and eternal death, Iris must fold away her dazzling rainbow radiance, donning simple modest solemn robes to pass alone through the guarded gates watched over by the ferocious three-headed hound Cerberus. She treads carefully upon cold lifeless stone, listening to the endless mournful sighs and lingering cries of wandering lost souls, yet maintains a sacred inner restraint and calm, unshaken by the surrounding gloom. With a golden holy vessel she gently scoops the sacred water capable of lulling even mighty gods into eternal slumber, a liquid that stands as the absolute unshakable proof of cosmic truth. At the moment she gathers the sacred oath water, her shimmering colorful light reflects upon the pitch-black surface of the underworld river, creating a haunting breathtaking contrast of radiant hue and endless shadow. This sacred task wears not only upon her spiritual strength and physical vitality, but also leaves a subtle profound mark of erosion and spiritual baptism upon her soul, woven of pure light and rainbow radiance. It is Iris' unique impartial nature that makes her the only one capable of undertaking this perilous sacred mission amid the tangled factional struggles, hidden schemes and power games within the divine realm. Iris remains an unwavering stream of radiant light, leaning neither to one side nor the other. She belongs to the boundless sky by divine birth as the daughter of Thaumas and Oceanus, carrying the ancient bloodline of primordial sea and mist. She also belongs to the mortal earth, for her footsteps wander across every quiet forest, rolling plain and endless ocean, even amid the chaos of brutal wars when rival armies stand ready to clash. The sudden rise of a rainbow in the sky brings a moment of quiet reflection, hesitant pause and silent truce to all who behold it. This transcendent beauty, unbound by mortal loyalty or divine faction, grants Iris free passage to wander at will through the three realms of heaven, mortal earth, and the underworld. She possesses no fierce destructive power. Her true strength lies solely in the sacred art of connection and conveyance. She carries the solemn gravity and unyielding law of the underworld up to the lofty heavens, reminding the complacent immortals dwelling in glory that every sacred oath holds unbreakable weight. She also brings the gentle hope and quiet grace of the heavens down to the mortal world, comforting desperate weary souls and teaching them that radiant light always follows hardship, sorrow and pain through endless shifts of identity, role and duty. Iris gradually grasps the true meaning of existence. Genuine spiritual connection always takes root between the most extreme opposing forces of light and shadow, joy and sorrow, life and death. As centuries and generations drift onward, mortal humanity slowly fades the clear vivid image of the rainbow goddess from memory, choosing instead to revere her as a pure symbolic spirit stripped of mortal form and personal story. Iris feels no sorrow, disappointment or loss from this gradual forgetting. Accustomed to wandering between lofty cloud peaks and gloomy underworld depths, she knows worldly fame and mortal remembrance are no more than fleeting wispy clouds, light enough to drift away without a trace. She begins to appear more often within the quiet ordinary moments of mortal life. In the instant a lonely wandering traveler lifts their eyes to gaze upon the sky, or the quiet second when two former rivals set aside hatred to reconcile and make peace, Iris' subtle presence lingers hidden within those delicate shifts of human emotion and inner peace. She understands she is far more than merely a messenger of the gods. She embodies the innate human desire for understanding, communication, reconciliation and heartfelt connection across endless long ages. She witnesses the rise and fall of mortal kingdoms, the fading of royal dynasties and the slow fall of celestial stars, yet the eternal essence of the rainbow never alters. That fleeting moment of radiant perfection frozen in time becomes the most precious gift Iris bestows upon the world. She grows accustomed to embracing the profound stillness of solitary flight, and learns to seek quiet wisdom and inner peace along the desolate banks of the underworld river. Iris' entire life unfolds as a grand spiritual journey of seeking the perfect middle ground between opposing forces, using her radiant spectrum of color to soften, harmonize and enrich the plain monotonous fabric of the world. Within the quiet verses of ancient mythology, Iris does not meet with a dramatic sweeping end like mortal heroes or fallen demigods. She continues her eternal flight and unending sacred duty, faithfully appearing whenever sunlight mingles with moisture in the air, painting her gentle arc across the sky once more. Some say Iris is the very breath of the universe. Every slow exhale carries forth the sacred decrees of heaven. Every soft inhale gathers the earnest whispered prayers of mortal beings. This eternal rhythmic cycle lifts her beyond the boundaries of mortal life and death, transforming her into an immortal living natural phenomenon woven into the fabric of the cosmos. She builds a peaceful private chamber hidden high among the layered clouds, a dazzling realm formed entirely of refracted light, weightless, free of all worldly noise, conflict and chaos. There she sets down her heavy golden vessel and gently combs her wings, dimmed slightly from repeated journeys into the underworld shadows. She watches the mortal world in quiet stillness, observing how fragile spiritual bonds are carefully built, nurtured, and at times broken apart by time and fate. Iris' eternal presence reminds us that even when trapped in the darkest, gloomiest valleys of life, as long as light lingers within your heart, you can reflect it outward to form the most brilliant, radiant future. Her graceful, ethereal figure remains forever frozen at the delicate intersection of light and shadow, standing as an eternal quiet watcher guarding the balance between heaven, earth, and the abyss. Now the night has deepened into complete stillness. All worldly noise and bustle outside the window have faded away, vanishing into the distance along with Iris' glowing rainbow arc. Iris' timeless tale teaches us that true communication is far more than merely exchanging words. It is passing along heartfelt empathy, understanding, and gentle guardianship for every living soul. When the rainbow fades from the sky, it does not disappear entirely. It dissolves into countless tiny invisible particles, lingering all around us, waiting patiently for the next meeting between sunlight and rain. Tonight let us borrow Iris' gentle lightness, release the heavy clinging obsessions weighing upon our hearts, and surrender them to the tender quiet embrace of the night. Beyond the soft bridge of the rainbow, every sincere prayer shall receive its answer, every lonely wandering soul shall find its destined resting place within this unhurried, peaceful moment. Your breath will grow as soft and light as floating clouds, your dreams blooming with all the vivid hues of the rainbow. You drift like a tiny speck of dust beneath the shelter of Iris' wing, sinking slowly into the safest, deepest slumber. Amid a soft, soothing rhythm, the stars sing gentle lullabies for you, while the invisible, lingering glow of the rainbow keeps silent watch at the edge of your dreams. Good night, and may your dreams be as soft, light, and graceful as the gentle sweep of Iris' immortal wings.